Now, he's going to pardon people who violently attacked the police on January 6th.
You know, Ruth, I want to play you some sound from Stewart Rhodes' ex-wife and talk to you a little bit about the demographics of terrorism in this country once we listen to the sound.
He will just regroup immediately. I guarantee he already has plans in the works for as soon as he's out. He will regroup and he will do this again. And he will do this again until he creates the kind of chaos that he wants to create.
Ruth, you look at the roots of authoritarianism, where it comes from, how it rises. But there's something about Stewart Rhodes that I don't think has been discussed enough that I think is dangerous and we need to talk about more in this country. Stewart Rhodes' mother's from Mexico. Enrique Tarrio, the white nationalist Mexican-American shooter in Texas. There has been a rise in the identification with far-right white nationalist movements amongst American Latino men in this country. And I really think it's something that we might want to talk about rather than just having this sort of general discussion of poor young white men who might be attracted to these movements. Where do you think that is coming from? And do you think that our law enforcement, our sociologists, and our investigators into right-wing movements are looking at the demographic face that's changing of white nationalism in this country?
I hope they are. And one clue to this was that the Latino vote and Democrats didn't do enough to reach out. They took for granted that Latinos would vote for them because of Republicans' awful stance on immigration. And instead, Latino men, there's lots of studies of this, voted for Trump in larger and larger numbers. And we also see this is also the outcome of a very efficient and successful work of radicalization that's gone on inside institutions and outside. And it just shows it's part of the spread of extremism that's beyond what we would consider as, typical, typical or classical members. And it also, goes with January 6th was very interesting because if you look at who was there, it wasn't just people like Stewart Rhodes. It was also people who were middle class, who were, kind of architects and computer programmers. And these are people who had been radicalized at Donald Trump's rallies. And all of his rallies are radicalization sites. And so extremism is a much, much bigger problem, which is why many government agencies are now, issuing warnings almost every week.
It's